Fathima ma'am can
Shall we start?
Fathima ma'am.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible. Shall we start the program, ma'am?
Yes, definitely.
If we want to teach people a new way of thinking, don't bother trying to teach them. Instead, give them a tool, the use of which will lead to new ways of thinking. Live it, love it. The day is ours. Pleasant morning, good day, and a warm welcome, everyone, for the second day session on 3 days virtual National Faculty Development Program on COVID-19, creating a paradigm shift in rural teaching and learning practices. Prayer. Prayer doesn't fill us for greater work. Prayer is the greater work. I would like to call Mr. V. Benedict, Assistant Professor, Department of English, to recite the prayer.
I lift up my eyes to the hills. From where will my help come? My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. Loving and gracious God, you are indeed the giver of all good gifts, and we thank you for all your blessings, for the successful outcomes of our college events. We thank you for being our source of guidance. O Lord, now we beseech you to guide this program according to your will. Guide our hearts and our minds in the right thought. Bless this event with your divine intelligence and help us to make use of this opportunity. We surrender our Reverend Brother Secretary, Principal, Honorable Chief Guest, IQAC members of our college, and all the participants into your mighty hand. Bless every one of us. Thank you, Lord. We ask in the precious name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. Stay positive, better days are here. I would like to call Dr. R. Kalyan Kumar, Head Department of Commerce, to deliver the welcome address.
A warm morning to all. I'm happy to welcome you for the day 2 session. By grace of God, we are conducting a National Faculty Development Program in a grand manner in the virtual platform. I welcome our Secretary and Treasurer, Reverend Brother S. Maria Susai Adekalam, and I welcome our Principal, Dr. K. Hemalada, for supporting this program. A warm welcome to our guest speaker, Dr. J. Fathima Farzana, Assistant Professor, School of Commerce and Management, St. Joseph College, Bangalore, who is going to address the audience about technology and tools for online teaching and learning. Welcome you, ma'am, and I thank for your support and accept my invitation. I welcome our convener, Mrs. T. Mahalakshmi, and co-convener, Mr. B.K. Mathan Nagan, and all the members of the IQAC. I welcome you all. Last but not least, I welcome members of the faculty from our institution and other institution to attend the program through the digital forum. Once again, I welcome you all for this today's session. Thank you.
Beauty is a good letter of introduction, and technology is best when it brings people together. With great honor, I would like to call Mrs. T. Mahalakshmi, Vice Principal and IQAC Coordinator, to give the introduction of our chief guest, Dr. J. Fathima Farzana, Assistant Professor, School of Commerce and Management, St. Joseph's College, Bangalore.
It is a brand new morning. The day is a blank canvas, yet to be painted with the colors of life. Come on, guys. Let us have our own colors as we dream to rise and shine to be on your own way. I wish everyone to have a colorful morning. I welcome you all for the second day of the 3-day national level virtual FDP. Now I'm here to introduce today's guest, Dr. J. Fathima Farzana, Assistant Professor, School of Commerce and Management, St. Joseph's College, which is an autonomous body in Bangalore. She has completed her UG degree BCom in AMG Yadava Women's College, Madurai, Master of Commerce in the American College, Madurai, and Master of Business Administration in Indira Gandhi Open University. She had qualified herself as the professor in 4 ways by meriting the Karnataka State Eligibility Test, that is KSET, both in commerce and management. She also have passed in the National Eligibility Test in the field of commerce. She also had possessed the PhD degree from Madurai Kamarajar University. Thus, she excels herself in all the ways in the field of education. She rendered her services as a financial associate in HP for a period of 1 year and a month. After that, in the year of 2013, she started her career in the field of education. She had participated and presented so many workshops, seminars, and FDPs. More interesting thing that we need to know about her is she knows 5 languages: English, Tamil, Hindi, Kannada, and Arabic. It is really an auspicious moment to have such a wonderful lady with us. My heartfelt wishes and welcome to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for welcome address.
Thank you, ma'am. Each time a woman stands up for herself without probably knowing she stands up for all. It's my privilege and honor to call our resource person, Dr. J. Fathima Farzana, to carry over the session on technology and tools for online teaching and learning.
A very good morning, one and all. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, before starting today's session, I just want to have a small statistics about a data, which I don't want to tell at all. So I the chat box. Just a minute. Yeah, I would like to see the participants filling this as quick as possible within 5 to 10 seconds. Hope the link is visible. It's in the chat box. And to have a better presentation, I would like to turn off my video. Hope the link is working. Yes, I got hardly 10 response. The participants are more in number. So I expect a quick response from the participants. Please click the link posted in the chat box and just one tick. Okay, this answer will help me out in taking this presentation in a fruitful manner. Very good. I could see a lot more responses. Yes, quick. Right. Okay, so I got an understanding, slight understanding about the crowd and the expectation, but still the majority of the participants need to fill it. Fine. So I'll just proceed further. So what is my agenda today? So this is my first thing. I asked you to fill this. This is using Mentimeter. We'll see how this particular tool will help us in anonymous voting, because students will be very interactive if the voting is anonymous, right? So let us go to that at the end. I'll keep it in the 7th point. So I have an agenda. So I split the entire topic into 7 headings. So first, topics 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, up to 5 will be covered in PPT. What a PPT presentation. Right now, many will be very familiar with PPT presentation. Of course, so this topic, I'm going to cover something about quick PPT presentation. That is, we all know that is creating a PPT, formatting it, designing it, and every time whenever you copy paste alignment and all such things, we know how to create a quick PPT that we'll be seeing in the first slide, then how to embed the fonts, then recording with notes, because nowadays due to this post-pandemic era, so we need to share the material with the students. We are expected to do so. So how to record with notes, because while recording, we should not stammer and hammer at the presentation. So how to record it with notes and creating links, that we'll be seeing as a third heading. And presenter view, this is very crucial. This will be helping you to give a very good, extraordinary presentation, both in an offline class using PPT, as well as in the Zoom and Google Meet and other platforms. So this 5 slides will be based on how we are going to create and present a PPT. And the 6th one is about mind map. This is a different tool. Then the 7th one is technology, which will help us to have a effective interaction and a convenience and creation of any material. So these are the content which I'm going to cover today. So let me start with a auto format, that is quick PPT. So before going to this, I just want to tell, I've already created one auto formatted quick PPT. So I'll click and show a view, and I also show in what way it is different. Hope the other screen is visible. So since from the commerce background, so I want to take my topic, that is IFRS, International Financial Reporting Standard. So hope this screen is visible to you all. And this is the PPT which I created within 10 minutes. The content is ready, the alignment. And if you see, the slides are uniform, right? Okay. So how to create this? So let me go to the auto formatting option. In what way it will help the teaching fraternity? In case my screen is not visible, I request the organizing team to highlight it to me at the earliest. So now I'm stopped sharing and I share it once again. Right. So how to go with auto formatting? So let me take you to the slide which I presented just now. So can you see this slide? That is a slide with IFRS. Can you all see the slide? I want someone to answer. Can you see the slide of IFRS? Yes, I want somebody else. Yeah, thank you. Right. So if you see, I have 4 slides, which I've already created and presented before you. Now I want to add one more slide. Okay. So I'll right click. There is a different way of adding a slide. You can go to this new slide here and click it. Control M is the shortcut. Or else you can go to the slide pane and do a right click here where you want to insert it and insert new slide. So if you see, it is already formatted. The slide is already formatted where this design, I actually made this design, this title, the content here, everything is formatted already. So let me show how it's going to paste, and I'll just paste and show how it will be auto formatted whenever I'm pasting a new content, how it is going to the already existing format. Okay, so let me go here. I've created one rough folder for this purpose. Okay, so I'm going to paste. Okay, instead of this word, we have one more challenge, right? Whenever we are pasting from a PDF file. Oh, this is a PDF file. So we always face some struggle whenever pasting from a PDF file because of the fonts. Normally it will take Calibri and all such things. So let's see how it's going to paste here. So double click, I've selected this. Control C, and I'll go back to this and I'm going to give depreciation as the title. Just see the font here. This is in small letters. And I'm coming here to click to add title and right click here and text only option. So if I paste here, it will come to the font which I've already preset in this. So likewise, I'm going here, I'm going to select this entire slide, this complete slide, this portion I'm going to select, Control C. And I go here, I'm going to right click and text only. Fine. So if you see here, the font here, given font is totally different, whereas the font which I've defined here, it's taking here. So likewise, I've done some presetting already. So if you see, these are the bullet points won't be picked. We have to give it separately. If you see the top right pane, which I call it as increase list level, I think you can see the mouse pointer here. If I press this, it's going to some other color. This also predefined. I'll tell you how to predefine it. One more space. Yes, it's in a different color. Again. So different colors, I can bring it in different fonts. How to set like this, how to make the PPT very quick and fast. See, let me take a new PPT and show you how to do this quick PPT option. So I think you can make out what is different in this PPT compared to the normal PPT. Okay, so I'll take a new PPT now. So this is the general style which I have. If I want to paste a content here, just wait and see. I'll go to this. I'll copy this content. And if I do right click, text only, if I paste, it will come in a different format, right? So let's see, I want everything to be predefined already. How to do this? Instead of doing pasting here and aligning everything individually in slide by slide, what I can do is there is one option called, it'll be good if you people can note it down the steps. So first you have to go to view option. And if you go to view, you can see slide master here. Click the slide master. Immediately it'll go to a new view where entire slides, entire layouts will be visible one after the other. So I'm going to select the first slide here. And this, for example, I want to have my title always in, let us assume I want to have in Algerian. I want to have in Algerian. And I want to have it in bold always. And I want to have my heading always in a blue color or in an indigo or some other color, whichever I prefer. So I prefer the color. And I want always it to be in a center. And before that, I want all my PPTs to have a wide screen. So I'm aligning towards the, expanding the area. So here also, And header, footer and all, it's your option. If you want, you can have it, or else if you don't want, you can remove it. So in all the PPTs, if header and footer you want to edit means you can have it. So let it be there for time being, or else if you don't want means delete it. Its option is yours. Okay. So, and I don't want such a big, master title slide. So I'll just minimize this. And instant, I want to have a content. This slide, I want it to be a little bit elaborate. Okay, I'll just extend it at the maximum possible. Okay. Now this will be my heading style. And coming to the content, I'm selecting this entire style. And I want to have in some other color. Let us assume the red color. And this want to be the main heading, the second heading. Normally, we'll give different headings for every levels, right? So I'm changing it to red color, and I bolded it. Just a minute. Okay. Then I'm going to the second level. Whenever I'm giving a heading, the second level, I want it to be in a green color, and again bold. Third one, what I want to do is, whenever I'm giving a third heading, I want a highlighter there. Let it be in yellow highlighter. Then if anything I'm pushing to the fourth level, it should have italics and bold. No, I don't like Calibri. So I'll just change it to all these, whatever you want, you can do it. So I'm changing it to Arial black. Then fifth one, if you want to give, otherwise leave it as such, just a bold. Okay. And the second level title also, I'm changing it to any one style, whichever you please do. Okay, so I'll just give Bookman Old, Book Antica, and let it be 25. Okay, so all these alignments I've done. And I'm going here. So you can see all the slides. So all these slides are the different layouts, how it will come if the layout is like this, and how it will be if it is a new slide added. And this type of layout, and if it is a difference between question, how the layout will be. So like that, various layouts you can see. So this is my preset font I've already created. Now what I'm going to do is I'll go to slide master. So how I came here, I clicked view and I came to slide master, and I did all this in my first slide. Remaining our tailed one are the layouts. Don't do anything here. Only in the first slide, you have to do all these editing. After doing this editing, go to slide master and close this master view. So you will come back to your original file. So for the purpose of making the presentation fast, I've already created one rough file. So I'll go to that rough file and copy paste the content. For example, I want my heading to be IFRS means. I'll give here right click and text only always. Okay. And I want to give this as a heading, for example, International Financial Reporting System, the expansion of the abbreviation. I'm clicking a right click here. And again, text only. Done. The pasting is done. So I feel the slide is looking very, very bland. If you want, you can again go back here. Okay. You can go to the slideshow, that slide master, and you can have some backgrounds also here in case you want to have a background here. So you can have it, or what you can do is you can insert some designs or else some shapes. Okay. For example, I just want to have two rectangles or like this, some different shape, whatever you please do. Okay, just a bottom color, a different slide you want to have, a different orientation. Okay, just a design. Okay, you can change like this, and you can go to give some shape effects for that, glow and all such things. And you can change to transparent, whatever you want, all such things, the text fill, sorry, the theme colors, whatever, you do all such colors, whatever you want to give here. And do backward. Send backward, right? Okay, so I can have a slide like this with a different background also. And in case you want to make it still more light, change some other color, like gradient or something, some other color, you can have it here. The formatting, you can do it still more effectively. Shape, outline. Okay, these are something, no outlines. Just a minute. I'll minimize the slide because I cannot, yeah, shape, fill, gradient. Okay. So you have various options like this. Right. So I'll just bring it to transparency at the maximum possible. Okay. So this is my slide which I've created. So instead of having a blank slide, I just created one color, a different color, which will go to my background. I've selected like that. So now I'll just close the slide, that is close the master view. I go to home page and this is my first slide. So now I'm going to add it. So the next slide, right click, new slide, or else you can press Control M, a new slide will be added. It will come to this layout. So here what I can do is I already have a predefined slide. So I'm going to give gap as my heading. So I'll select there and I'm pasting here. It will come automatically to the predefined font. So under gap, I want to paste all these things in it. So what I can do is if you want to select this entire paragraph, 3 clicks in mouse, 1, 2, 3. So 3 clicks, select the entire paragraph and I come here and I'll do right click. Always remember you have to right click and paste like this. Okay. And if you see, it is automatically presented here. It is not actually, I've sent this complete color, what I've given, the gray color, I've sent it to background. So it went automatically, the fonts are appearing in the front if you note it out. So then I want to select this entire content and I'll just keep on pasting it. So whichever slide I want, I'll just create it and I'll keep on pasting. So this is how my slide is ready. I'm explaining and doing, so obviously it will take some time. If I do it on my own, it will not take this much time. So, okay, so I don't want everything to be in this color. So I want the next font, which I've selected. So what I'll do, I'll select this, go to the top. Here, increased list level, I think you can see this indent increase. So you have to click this once, automatically it will go to a green color. So whatever color you want, you can give according requirement. And apart from that, you can do whatever alignment here separately also, you can do it. So I want to reasons for change. Again, I want to put it in a different headings means I'll select from here. And again, I'll go here, press, do you remember that whenever I'm going to the next level, it will go to yellow highlighted. So I've set like that. So I can set the PPT like this. Okay, my PPT is ready now. So likewise, one more slide also I'll insert it. So this is how a quick PPT can be made. So now I want to insert one more slide, right click, new slide, but I want a different layout. Different layout means again, insert slide, go to layout. I want to have a blank layout. Why a blank layout? Because I'm going to insert some pictures here. That is, insert some drawings. So you might be knowing when you go to insert, you have smart art and all. But what's the problem in smart art means if you click this, you have some default format, which you have to align according to your requirement, editing and all is required. But drawing is still more easy if you know the lock drawing mode option. So I'll tell you how that is. So I'm going to draw a diagram. I'll just show you a sample. I'm going to draw this diagram here. That is IFRS, this four diagram, this types diagram. I'm going to draw that. Okay, how to draw it? So I'll go to insert shapes, pick any one shape. So I want to have a blunt edged rectangle. Okay, select this and right click there and put a lock drawing mode. Why lock drawing mode means if I select this here and I can draw any number of times the same drawing again and again. If I didn't do that, what will happen? I'll show you that. Okay, I'll go again, insert shapes, rectangle. I'm not doing any lock drawing mode. I'm not doing now. So I'm going to shapes. I'm selecting rectangle. See here, once I drew this, immediately it will come to a mouse pointer again. And again, I have to go to insert, shapes. Again, I have to select rectangle, and again, I have to draw, which is a tedious job. So what I have to do is I have to go here, insert, shapes. Before clicking, click right click and put it in lock drawing mode and select this. But to have a better way, like instead of same drawing again and again, one more option is also there. I pressed escape here. I can select this and put Control D. And I'll drag it here. Control D is the duplicate of that. Okay, and I'll just minimize, change the shape and everything. And again, I press Control D. Okay. Okay, so every time the moment you press Control D, the same, if you see once again, see, two diagrams I've used, just two drawings, two shapes I've inserted using Control D. Now, if I press Control D once again, the same gap will be given for the next diagram also, next figure also. Control D, I pressed, sorry, I stopped it there, that's why it's not coming. Just a minute. Okay. So I'm dragging it here, and again, Control D, Control D. So 4 different diagrams, I got it. So this is the option of Control D also at the time of certain shortcuts will help you a lot. I'll give you a link which you can refer it later on for easy PowerPoint creations. So these are Control D magic, okay? You can get the same diagrams many times with the same also. So now I'm going to go to another shape. I'm going to insert a line. Okay, this line I'm going to insert it. It's a connector elbow arrow we'll call it as. So instead of clicking, I'm doing right click and I'm locking this in mode. How to draw it, just see. I'm going to select from here and I'll drop it here. Likewise, every time. The drawing elbow, sometimes it's a problem actually. Yes. So I just drew some diagrams like this. So whichever arrow you choose, you can keep on, you can lock the drawing mode and you can make the diagram. So like this, I can insert various layouts and whatever I want, I can insert it. This is the option of quick PPT, which I want to tell in the first note. Okay. So now let me go to the presentation once again. Okay. We did this quick PPT and auto formatting, everything I saw. What is this embed fonts? Okay. This I think many of you will come across. So what is the point here? I'll tell you. Whenever you're preparing a PPT, you will prepare everything and you copy it in a pen drive and you go and present for, or you want to do it in the class. But when you go and connect in some other system, what will happen is the entire font will be different or the alignment will be different. You would have come across that. So what we have to do is ideally, we have to go, if we want to retain the same font and format what you made in your PPT at the time of presentation in somebody else's device also, or in some other event or somewhere you want to present, means what you have to do is before saving, you have to go to File. Just a minute. You have to go to File, Options. And in Options, if you see, there is an option called Save. And if you go and check this embed fonts in the file, your font will not change how many times you open in any device. So you have to save it. And the embed fonts, you have to check it, then put OK. and then you have to save your presentation. Save, normally we go to file and save, or else control yes. So control yes, you can save it wherever you want. As of now, I'm saving it in my desktop. So yes, I've saved it as IFRS. I've saved the file. So before saving, embed the font and then save it. Anytime also you can embed the font and do it. What is the advantages? Anytime you open it, it will not change the font. It will retain the same font. Okay, so this is a quick PPT. And what is an embed font? You got to know. Now let us go to the next one, recording with notes. Okay. So what now I'm going to share one, I'm going to click this and it will automatically take to some, because I've inserted a link here, it will automatically take to some other connected page, and there is a video in it, there is an audio in it. So I want you people to tell me whether the audio is visible or not. Before that, I'll reshare this page once again. I made a sample recording just to go forward in the explanation. It will be very easy for me if you see the sample recording. Guerrilla marketing is an advertisement strategy in which a company uses surprise and or unconventional interactions in order to promote a product or service. It is a type of publicity. You can see an example here about the endless apps what an Apple phone offers. This is also an example of guerrilla advertising, where the Copenhagen Zoo covers a local bus in a custom design which catches eyes all over the city. Let us have an example of a practical subject. So I've taken 12th standard accountancy, how to find out sacrifice ratio. So in this scenario based problem, we have two partners who are A and B, and they already have a old ratio of 5:3. Now C is admitted into partnership and the new ratio is revised to 4:2:1. We are supposed to find what is the sacrifice ratio. So the formula for sacrifice ratio is old ratio minus new ratio, that is new profit sharing ratio. So if we substitute this formula, A's sacrifice ratio will be 5 divided by 8 minus 4 divided by 7, which we get after simplifying, we are getting to 3 by 56. And now B's sacrifice ratio, in the same way we are getting 5 by 56, and therefore sacrifice ratio of A and B is 3:5. Okay, so I think the audio was very clearly visible. So this is actually whenever we are explaining some content in a PPT, how to do a recording with notes. Okay, recording we all know. What is with notes? I'll just take you to the quick PPT which we created now. Okay, we created this quick PPT, right? How to insert? If you see, I cannot see any record tab. I cannot see anything here. So how to find out? Just a minute. Okay. Yes. How to find the recording tab, how to insert it, how to go about further. Okay. All these things. Okay. Let's see. So to file and options, I'm inserting the recording tab, how to insert it. So again, I'll repeat the path. You have to go to file, options, customize ribbon. So file, options, customize ribbon. If you click this, the main tabs will be coming to the right. So if you scroll down, you can see recording option. So you can enable this. So obviously the recording tab will be visible here. Hope everybody can see this. So the recording tab is visible. So how to record a slide? You all know whenever you are presenting a PPT, if it is too much populated with content, no one likes it. The students also, instead of seeing or listening to your presentation, they will start reading. So you should not have more content in the PPT. That is the norm in general. So wherever, even for paper presentation, wherever you go, you should not have more of content. This everybody knows it. So how, at the same time, if you may have an intention, like you may have an idea, like I may forget it. So if some important points and all is there, if it's not there in the PPT, I will forget it. Yes, if important points are there, points are not there, obviously we will forget sometimes. Yes, leave about this a small topic, some tedious topic and all with lot of years, sections and all you have to discuss means, or formulas or something you want to recollect there, obviously you will forget it. So what you can do is, here, I want to remove all these things. See, from here, I want to cut this, but I want to have it in my PPT the way I want to tell it orally, but I don't want my students to read it. What I can do is I can cut and I can go to the tab here called, can you see notes here? Here, notes is visible. If you click this, the note tab will open. So automatically you can paste it here. Okay, again, I'll repeat it. Okay, so you have to cut the content which you don't want to be in the PPT, but at the same time, you want to tell at the time of presentation. Put it in the notes here. If the notes tab is not there by default, you can click this. Next to comments, you can see notes. You can click this, automatically it will be visible. You can paste it here. Then likewise, this slide also, I can remember the slide. I'll just make it quickly. So I'll select all this diagram first and I'll format it. I want to have in, again, book Antica and maybe 25. And I want to have a white color font. Okay, I've selected. And I want to have it in bold. Okay, so now I'm going to enter it. So IFRS, the same here. Again, IFRS. So it is IAS, then SIC, IFRIC. Okay. But my students can see only this, but I want to have some notes also for this because I should not forget it. So I'm going to the rough page once again. Okay, I'll take what and all is there. Okay. I'll copy paste this entire content in my notes. Okay, I paste it here. Now you may see it's very small. At the time of presentation, it will be really good. Okay, so how to go about? Let's see the recording, how I'm going to do. So for recording, what I should do is I have to click this recording tab. So I made my content, everything ready. Okay, I have simplified my content. Okay, let me leave some space also. The spacing also you can do it in the slide master. You can select how much space you want between them. For example, see, I'll go to the slide master once again in view, and I'll go to the slide master, go to the main slide, and I'll just select this. I can go to home tab and I can select how much should be my line spacing. I can keep 1.5. I've kept it. Okay. Now I'll close the slide master view and come back here. You can see the spacing. It's pretty decent now, right? Okay. Here also you can do it, but if you do once in slide master, all the slides will be adjusted accordingly. Okay. Let me start the recording now. I'm going to recording here. Right. So you can see record slideshow option will be there. If you want to record from the current slide, you can hit this button, or else you can click here. You can record from the beginning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record from the beginning. No, I'll do one thing. I'll select this slide. I'll record from this. So record from current slide. Okay. Before going this, listen, you have one notes tab here. If you click this, you can see all the notes here, right? Likewise, you will see for other notes also. So I didn't keep any slide transitions and all. You can keep some slide transition, you can keep animation, everything in the slide master. It will be applicable for all the slides. The notes is visible here, right? If you record it, this tab will not be visible for the students, but you alone can see it. Okay, because at the time of recording, we should not struggle with the content sometimes. So let me show how the recording, and this, if you feel, oh, I can't see, above the age of 40, I need to expand it still more, means you have the size. You can increase the size still more, and it will automatically come with drop down option. Okay, you can minimize also, you can increase also. The intent size is always applicable. Okay, you have other things also here, and if you want to have your video, you can click the video. Obviously, your video also will be present here. So I'm closing it as of now. I don't want to have my video. I'm closing it. So the mic also is there. Okay, let me start the recording. So it will give me 1, 2, 3 count, and then I should start. So I'll record and immediately play and show. You have a replay option also. You have, and moreover, see here, you have a highlighter, laser pointer is there. If you don't want, you want to highlight and show something, you have this laser lighting, which you can highlight in your, that's also perfectly fine. So as of now, I'll take this laser pointer. So wherever my mouse pointer is going, it will be in a laser highlight. Okay, I'll start the recording now. GAP is a combination of authoritative standards. They are subjected to constant examination and critical analysis. It improves the clarity of the communication of financial information. Hence, they act as a guide to action and may change in course of time. And these are the reasons for GAP. So demand of users, that is the interested group, economic and social conditions, all these are the reasons for GAP. The term International Financial Reporting Standard comprises of IFRS issued by IASB. So I'm using a mouse pointer here. IAS issued by International Accounting Standards Committee. Interpretations issued by IASC. Interpretations of IFRS issued by IASB. Now I done the recording. So I went to the mouse, again and again I went and did the scrolling, and this notes, nothing will be visible now. You can see how it is now. You can see the replay. The term International Financial Reporting Standard comprises just a minute. I have to go to the slide. It's replay, means it's replay from here. Just a minute. So we can see this once again. I'll just exit here and I'll go to the press and I'll show you how it is. GAP is a combination of authoritative standards. They are subjected to constant examination and critical analysis. It improves the clarity of the communication of financial information. Hence, they act as a guide to action and may change in course of time. For GAP. So demand of users, that is the interested group, economic and social conditions, all these are the reasons for GAP. The term International Financial Reporting Standard, IFRS, issued by IASB. So I'm using a mouse pointer here. IAS, issued by International Accounting Standards Committee. Interpretations issued by IASC. And interpretations of IFRS, issued by IASB. Yes, I think, but one symbol will be coming here. If you don't want to have this also you can change it to some other symbol. So this is how you can record the slide. I think the recording will be of great use if you're actually sharing the content with the students. Okay, so it will be, of course, the size of the file may increase. I'll tell you how to convert it and how to compress also at the end. In the technology part, we'll see that. So this is about how you will record a slide. So let me go to the next one. Okay, recording with notes and links. What is this links? How to create a link? Okay, let's see that also. So at the time of what I say here, if I'm speaking about GAP, now the new GAP, whatever we are following, for example, as because of the reason of change, this IFRS came into picture, something I want to connect this file with the next file. What I can do is If I click this reason, it should go there. Or else, if I mention here somewhere, let us assume one diagram I'm inserting. Okay, I'm inserting some diagram here. Okay, and here I'm mentioning as IFRS. Okay, and I want this to be used as a link. What I can do is, so I can go to home, 1 minute. I'll just change the size a little. Okay, so I want to use this as a link. What I can do is I can right click here, go to hyperlink. You have various options here. What are the hyperlink options you have? So you can place the link within the slide itself, or you can go and show some website or to some other file, you can take it. Okay. Or else you can create a new document and link it, or to some email address you want to highlight. It means you can do everything in this link. Now I'm going to select place in this document itself. So which slide I'm going to select? I'm going to select the third slide. So I'm going to select the third slide and okay. And I don't want to see the slide number and also. What I'm going to do is again, right click, hyperlink. I'll go here, place in this document, third slide, and the text to display is IFRS. No, I can keep one dot. Okay. If the click that dot, you can see this, right? You can see this dot, or else again, I want IFRS only, means I can select this and I go to hyperlink and create it. So anything, if I want to have a IFRS here, or else it's a plain diagram, just in a diagram, I want to create a link, means right click, go to hyperlink, and I want to select the third slide. If I click this, it should go to third slide. Okay. So what I can do is at the time of presentation, I've already inserted the audio. That's the reason. They are okay. Actually, if I press, it will automatically go to the next slide like this. So this is called links. If in case you need clarification, we can come back at the end once again. So links are very good connectors. After finishing this also, if I want to go to the first slide, again, I can create a link here. How I can create? One more time, I'll tell you. So I can insert any shape, not only shape, it can be anything, any letter or anything, you can keep it. So I'm keeping a shape, okay? And I'm going to use this as my connector to the first slide. So what I can do is, I can insert hyperlink, and I go to the first slide. First slide is IFRS. I'm going to select it. I want to go it back there. So if I do the presentation here from the current slide, it will start from the recording. And if I click this, it will go to the first slide immediately. This is the use of link. Right. You can take to within the slides also, or you can take and connect it to outside to different files or different websites, wherever. I've used PPT. Okay. So this is regarding recording with notes and links. Let us go to the next one, which is a present view. What is a presenter view? So as I told you already, presenter view is very, very important when you are doing presentation. Maybe in the always hope this situation will come to normal and we will go and present in the class, because PPT is many times, many of us will use PPT to finish the syllabus fast, as well as to go with more explanation instead of writing. Pictorial representation will be very easy. So how to do this presenter view? Okay, I'll go to this. This is the shortcut key for presenter view. What is the shortcut key? If you press Alt Shift F5, if you're using Dell or some other laptop, to press this function key, you should press FN also. That's function also you have to press. In that case, you have to press Alt Shift function key F5. So this key is, if you press click, it will automatically go to presenter view. So what is the advantage of presenter view? I'll show you. Okay. Right. Now I'll go to the PPT, which I created, that is the quick PPT, which I gave as a demo in the beginning of the session. So this is the general view. What if I want to do a slideshow, what I'll do, I'll go and click here, or else if I want a slideshow, I can go here and start from the beginning, start from the current slide, various options you have. But the problem is if I see the slideshow like this, whatever my students are seeing, even I'll be seeing the same. But I want some advantage, right? So as a presenter, I need some more information which my students should not see. I'm speaking about offline classes where you connect your laptop to a projector. Whenever you're connecting to a projector for in any presentation, wherever you go for paper presentation, you'll be connecting, right? So how to go about it? So I'll just show you. So when the slide is in a normal view, okay, I'm going to hit Alt Shift function F5. So what will happen is it will show like this. So what is the advantage here? Okay, what is the advantage here means I can see the timing, how much time is given for the presentation. For example, in some of the paper presentation or your class will have some time limit. Okay, it will have some 15 minutes or something. Within that you have to wind up, means you have a control of time here. Then here also you have the tools like laser pointers, right? You have highlighters where you can highlight and explain with different colors. Everything is available. So I'm going to select laser pointer. And what is the other advantage? So if you see, this is the slide visible to the students. This part will be visible to the students. I'm speaking about offline presentation using projector. This is the slide visible to the students, but you can see what will be the next animation also. What is the advantage? Because sometimes instead of repeating the same content, if you got to know, yes, in my next animation, it's going to come, means I can restrict my time here, right? So let's see how it's going to work out. If I click next, right, next animation, it came. And can you see this? It improves clarity of communication of finance, which I did using at the time of recording. It's the same thing. I've removed some content. I put it in my notes and the notes is also appearing here. This right corner, the next slide and this notes will be visible only for the people who is doing the presentation. It will not be visible to the audience. So this is the advantage of presenter view. So audience will see only this slide, whereas the presenter can see next slide and the notes, whatever is there. So next also, if I'm going here, right? So I can see what is my next slide here. I didn't add any notes. So you can, if you want, you can add the notes. See? Yes, I've given this. While explaining to the students, I can tell, yes, IFRS means it includes IFRS issued by IASB. It includes IAS issued by International Accounting Standard Committee, Interpretation Committee, then IASIC, then IFRIC issued by IASB, all such things I can see. Here also I have the indent size. I can reduce or increase whatever I want. Okay, if I want to increase more, I can increase it at the maximum. Obviously, the scroll down bar also will appear. Okay, this is the advantage of presenter view. Many of us may not use it. And if you want to see the taskbar, if you go to the full view, what will happen is your taskbar won't be seen sometimes. If you want to hide the taskbar, you can hide it. If you want to show the taskbar also, you can show it. Anything is fine. So you have end slideshow button here. You have various options here. You can explore a lot more, right? So this is about presenter view. Now one doubt we'll be getting, okay, in an offline class, fine. If I connect a projector, this is perfectly fine. In Zoom, what will happen? Because in the Zoom, now I'm in a meeting. I did this presenter view only, but you could see the entire thing, no? In the class also, if you do screen sharing, entire content will be visible. What I should do in Zoom? So let us see a quick video about it. How you can do it. Okay, I'll just exit this presentation. Right. How I should do in Zoom sharing. Okay. Google Meet is a different story. I'll tell how we can do it in Zoom presenter view. Okay. Now let us see how the presenter view can be used in Zoom platform. Because in Zoom, when you share the screen, it will show the entire window. For example, my presenter view I'll get by hitting Alt Shift Function F5. But if I share in Zoom, this entire slide will be visible. But I want to show only this part to my students, whereas I want the next animation and the note slide for my purpose at the time of presentation. I don't want my students to see this. So how I can do it? So I can go to the Zoom screen, click share. This will be the default window for sharing, but this is basic. So I have to go to advanced, and here portion of the screen, that is a particular area of the screen I want to share it. I have to click this and I have to enable this share sound and click share. So what this window is the adjusting pane, which I can keep it exactly here. This is adjustable one, so you can extend it at the maximum possible, like the entire window also you can adjust, but I am adjusting according to this size. And then I'll start presenting and I keep on speaking. So if you see here, the entire the slide, next slide will be visible here. So I need not be puzzled what will be the next slide while doing the presentation, and slowly I can press this and go ahead. In case I want to speak something, for example, if you see the next slide, it's going to be the gap. So if I want to explain few more, that is this slide I'm reading out, and I want to tell, hence a gap improves the clarity of the communication of financial information. So while speaking here, I'll click this mouse pointer, and you have various things, laser tip, highlighter, many things are there. So I can highlight anything, I can use the highlighter, and I keep on speaking by seeing this side, the right side pane after the below the next animation thing. So this is my notes, which will not be visible to my students. So next, for small topics, it's not necessary. If you're taking some topics from history where the years and all you have to remember, it's very much important than showing everything in the PPT. If you put everything in the PPT, than listening to you, students will start reading the PPT. So to have an effective thing, this speaker notes will be very good. So if you see the last slide also, the International Financial Reporting Standard, the entire slide is here. The next slide is going to be some of the picture which I put for just for presentation purpose. So this one, if you see, I can explain the term IFRS standard comprised of. So if in case IFRS means at present it includes 4, like that, I can add up whatever I want. Hope you can understand how we have to do it in Zoom. In Google Meet, the problem is whenever you're sharing in Google Meet, you have to enable the audio setting. Okay, you have to enable the audio setting in your computer, and then only you can present in Google Meet. If there is any audience in the group using Google Meet, I can tell that. If not, it's of no point. Right. Actually, I presented a video now. Was the can you people hear the audio? Was it audible? I want 1 or 2 person to respond it.
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
raise. Yeah, it was audible. Okay, fine. Thank you. So in case of Google Meet, how you have to do it? Okay, I'll just tell you quickly. You have to go to, because in Google Meet, you don't have the share audio option for slideshows. You have it only for tabs. That is, if you want to present any YouTube video or you want to show anything to your students, that is possible with audio sharing. Apart from, if it is a slideshow, means what you have to do, you can't speak at that time. So what you have to do is you have to go to start and settings, and you have to go to system, sound, and in manage sounds, you have to enable stereo mix. It is disabled. By default, it will be disabled. Okay, I actually enabled it already. So for me, it is enabled. You have to enable this. Okay, after enabling, if you go to Google Meet and while sharing, Okay, in the Google, if you go and share, there will be 3 vertical dots. There you have to click it and enable stereo mic. Okay, stereo, if you enable it, obviously whatever the audio or video you have it in your slide PPT, it will be audible for the students. But you cannot speak anything at the time of presentation because it will disable your mic. Okay, only stereo will be enabled. That is, the output will be enabled. So that is the option for Google Meet. So let me go to the next one. So this is about the presenter view. And the next one is mind map. Okay. What is a mind map? I'll tell you before going to mind map, this site, let me show you what is a mind map is. Okay. I've already prepared one mind map. Okay. This I've done when I went for a presentation for net coaching. So net coaching for accountancy, you know, accountancy is a vast one. So we have 10 chapters in net. For every subject you'll be having like that. For commerce, accounting and auditing was there. So what I did is the time limit given for me was 1.5 hours. In that I have to complete for a net coaching. So what I did is I just covered everything using MindMaster. How it will be, just I'll show you. This is how the MindMaster screen will appear. So accounting and concepts, I put it in one slide. And what I did is I just entered every topic. I put 1, 2, 3 and all, it will appear automatically. So here, characteristics of accounting is my first slide, means in this I'll be covering all this. Then likewise, I have branches of accounting, accounting concepts and conventions, capital revenue, financial statements. Likewise, okay, I've created a file like this. So what I'll do is I'll keep on presenting one after the other. I'll enable every button one after the other, and I'll keep on explaining using this diagram, flow chart explanation. This is a very highly used whenever you are teaching students at professional level, students of this one, CA students or any professional accounting students like ACCA or any accounting students. If you want to cover normally accounts teachers, maths teachers, and you want to concentrate more on practicals. But if there is any theory concept, you want to finish it within a short span of time, but at a very clear explanation, means this will be a very easy and interactive tool available for. So we'll have a quick look how to create this. So this is the site.io. I'm showing all the free softwares, that is open softwares, what and all are available without pay. Of course, you have some limits in that. So how to install this? This is mindmaster.io. This is the link. Okay. And if you go there, download on desktop option will be there. I normally prefer this because I want to access wherever I am. I don't want to use internet always. So when I want to use it at home without Wi-Fi, means I have to download it and keep it in my desktop. It does not consume much of your data space. So I'll click download. And it will ask for Windows, for Mac, for Linux, web, mobile, what you want. So I'm going to use for Windows. So the recommended link is download link 1. So I'm clicking here and automatically the setup will come and it will ask, would you like to allow this app to make changes to your device? If you want to install, click yes. And it keep on going and you can click install and install it. Since I have already, I'm not installing it. So you can go ahead with this and you can install it in your laptop or system or in your mobile. You can use it for your mobile also. Okay, right? You have various versions. You can use it in your mobile also. Fine. Now I already have this. So I'll go to a mind map software, which I already installed in my system. And I'll create a new file and show you. Fine. You have various, see, where and all this pro is coming, all are paid versions. You can't do anything. Leave it. So you can go to these contents. So I click radial map, for example. Okay. It is available. I want to create my own. So I'll just delete all this. Control and click all at one time and press delete. It will go. So I want to give, since I've taken IFRS today, I'll take IFRS only, right? So I've created here. And from here, if I want to create main topics, other topics and all, I have to press tab key. If you press, automatically a main topic will come. So in this, I'm going to write again IAS. And from here, I want to create a subtopic, again, tab key. So you can explore the software as much as possible. So like that, I can create some subtopics. And from subtopic, if I press enter, it will create various subtopics. And if I go back to IAS and I enter here, it will create various main topics. So which side, wherever you want, which shape you want, you can change it, keep on changing. The layout, if you go, it will put you various shapes. Okay, you can choose whichever shape you want, you can go accordingly. Then you have various other options also. You can click here, right click, you can go, you can change the shape. You want to have some funny presentation, put like this. Instead of having traditional oval shape, you can put some different colors, different shapes. All these options are available. You can go and do it. And while explaining how it will go, how it will work, I'll show you. So these are the 6 I can minimize everything. See, I can minimize here main topics. I can add some more subtopics. Okay, everywhere I can add subtopics. And for subtopic also, again, I can add subtopic. Only enter and tab key will do all the magic. Right. So like this, I'm having means I don't want my students to see everything, means I can put minus and keep it like this. And I can close like this, and I can show all my main topics at one glance. And slowly I can go and open up all the subtopics and I can explain. This is about my master. Okay, so you can explore various options here, and you can take screenshots of that. After explaining part by part, you can take a screenshot of this and paste it in your PPT and give it to the students, because here conversion of PPT is there, but that is a paid option. So you don't have that option. Limited options are there. So this is a very good software which we have. And the last one, let us go on to the technological aspect, interaction and convenience. Okay. So these are some of the tools which we have for interaction purpose. Open source compressor tool. If you go to this, what is it? It is actually a converting software. This is also a free software where you can compress all the files. So I made one PPT and I did recording and all. Obviously, it will consume a lot of data. So what I can do is I can go here, CPNG, JPG, PDF, everything. I can drop it here. It will automatically compress and give me, and I can download it immediately. So this is a video compressor tool. Free compressor, even your recording. Sometimes you will take classes in mobile and all, and mobile video you would have taken. If you want to compress the content, you can put it here. You can choose or drag the content and put it here. It should be less than 1 GB. If it is more than 1 GB, then obviously you have to pay. Less than 1 GB, it's not required. No payment is required. So you can put it here and compress the content. This is a video compressor tool which you have. Then we have some interactive tools like class tools. What is this? This is also an open tool, right? Where you have a lot more games and all. You can create crossword generator, name picker. This is a very useful app. 1 minute. Since it is a free software, you may have to go, come across some advertisements also. That is a problem here. So if you want to select some students, okay, for based on a lot, you want to give some seminar topic and you want to select the students, how you will go with, okay. Already they have given some names. If you want to edit, yes, I've already created one rough file. So I'll go here. These are the names I have. So from the first 5 students, these are my leaders means, okay, I'm selecting these students and I'm pasting here. And from them, I have to select few students. It's just have an interaction, okay? You can submit this and it will come like this. You can select the name because they should not tell partially you selected him, her and all. So better go to this tool. It will help you in selecting the students. Just run. Right? So in the first round, the student name Hamid is selected, okay? Then remove the name and you can continue. Like this, you have enormous number of tools. Okay, number of tools, lot lots of tools you have here. If you go here, you have one more thing called the crossword puzzles. You have to go and explore this crossword puzzle and all. Actually, I created one already. So you can go here and select any crossword puzzle. I've already created one general. Okay, so like that, you can create some crossword puzzle and share among the students. This is the nation I got it. I'll just click this link. Right? So, which is also referred as position statement. You can interact in the class, okay? It will automatically select here. We all know balance sheet is also called as position statement. Right? Like this, it will be interactive in the class. You can share with it. How you can share? Click share, and you can share it as a QR code or as a web link, and you can share this link with the students and do it in the class. Like this, you have enormous number of tools here. So you can explore all this. This is called as classtools.net. Classtools.net. You can go and explore various options here. Okay. So likewise, initially at the start of the session, actually, I asked you to vote. Some of you did a voting. Let's see how the voting happened. So this is called the Mentimeter. Okay, you can go and log in using your Google or something, and then you can go to my presentations here. You go and explore. These are interactive softwares which will make your students very interactive in the class. Anonymity is a very important aspect, because when the students are free, that whoever is voting will not be visible. See, this is the voting which I gave in the beginning. Participants are 70, but I got only few responses since it is the initial state. I asked, considering preparation of PowerPoint, how am I? So I got around 27 responses. In the 27 responses, I got majority of them as average, one person as below average, and 9 said I'm a pro. So based these and all will give you some, you can create n number of slides like this, right? And you can ask the students to vote. How to vote it? Create the slide and go to share. Okay, you can type a question here, you can give the options and go to share. And here also you have QR code, copy link and all. Always better to share the link. You can copy the link and paste it so that the students can cast voting, where you can find out some opinioner and all, you can take it. Okay, so done with the technology. I end the session with three tricks in Word. So insert numbers, since as a faculty, we may also have to do some of the, clerical work sometimes, like it is need to maintain some registers and all. So I think you can see the Word document here. I missed to insert the serial number column. Just a small trick, okay? What you can do is right click here, insert a column to left, right? And you can align it. And I'm going to insert a serial number. This many of us will do. We will forget sometimes, right? Serial number, done. 1, 2, 3, 4, if I keep on typing, gone only. So what I can do is, I can select the entire cell, go to bullets, and I can insert like this. This is one trick which may be helpful to you. See, inserting serial number or anything like this. This is one small trick which may be of immense use. Then the next trick is landscape portrait orientation in a single file. Okay, for this I have one more file. Just a minute. Okay. So I've created one file. So this file in the same folder, same Word document, I want few pages to be in landscape, few pages to be in portrait layout. You might be knowing the layout. You can go here and you can change it to orientation. Now it is in portrait. If I click landscape, everything will go to landscape. I don't want like this. Instead, I want few pages to be landscape, few to be in portrait. What I can do. So what I can do is, let us assume, okay, so I want to have 2 pages, okay, up to this, okay, let it be in one portrait and this in the next portrait. What I have to do is, in the layout, I should go to breaks, and push to next page. It will go to next page. Okay. Likewise, I want to push this also to next page. And then I want to have the first 2 pages in portrait, which is already in portrait. And the last 5, what I have to do is I can select orientation and change to landscape. You can see 2 files are in portrait and the last file is in landscape, right? So this is another trick where I can insert huge tables, everything is possible there. So I can insert as many tables as possible since it is in landscape view. And the print also will not be a problem. While taking the print also, it will be coming in a perfect way. So this is one of the trick. Okay, one more thing. Now, if you see in majority, this is the last trick, which is I'm winding up today's session. So as you know, the default format in majority of the presentation will be Times New Roman. But whenever I'm opening my Word document, it is coming in Calibri. What I should do? So I can select everything. Well, instead of going and changing every time, I can go and click this. And I select the font to be Times New Roman. And I want regular. And the font to be 12. And you can set it as default. And it will ask whether only for this document or all documents based on normal template. As of now, I'm selecting this. If you want, you can select this also so that whenever you copy paste it will come to the default font. Now you can see it is in Times New Roman 12. So these are 3 tricks which I want to show in today's presentation. Thank you.
Participants, you can unmute yourself and ask your questions, please.
Please enable the chat box. Hello, good afternoon. Please enable the chat box. Now the session is over.
Sir, I think the chat box is enabled. I could see somebody typing as well.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, good afternoon.
Ma'am.
This is Professor Helen Rajeshwari from Layla College, Chennai. Really, the presentation was very wonderful. And we know to do the PPT, but not like this. Elaborately, you explained, and it was highly useful for all the professors, I think, the teachers. But my one request is, when you are explaining all these things, we missed some of the items. That is to start from which that is maybe the home page or that is like that. So can you able to share the PPT of today's sessions to us? It will be highly helpful, I think. So we have noted, we have noted so many things, but since there is some, that is how to start, that end, that some of the things we have missed it. Couldn't note everything. No, as you are doing fast now, we are not able to follow. Can you share it? This is ours.
Yeah, definitely, ma'am. The problem is like in my PPT, there are too many links, which some of them are connected to the PPT.
No, recording is enough. Recording is enough.
I think the organizing team will have
recording is enough, I think, for us. If you share.
Sure, ma'am. We will be sharing it in the YouTube too.
Yeah, congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, Madam. Venugopal speaking from Hyderabad.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Very excellent interactive session, Madam.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Madam, a small suggestion. Next time, whenever you conduct in future course of action, as far as FDP is concerned, make a duration at least 7 days, Madam. At least as per ACT norms, FDP programs of 1 week only they are considering. 1 week means at least 5 days should be there. This is only my suggestion. Hello.
Sure, sir. Thank you for your.
This is only my suggestion, Madam.
Yeah, sure, sir. Actually, this is our first
Because
time.
most of the
that's why,
faculty, whenever they are listening and participating and interacting with the FDP sessions or any conferences or webinars,
Okay,
at least
sir.
we should be giving some weightage and value to their career also, no?
Sure,
As
sir,
per
sure,
ACT
sir.
norms or UGC norms,
Okay.
FDP program should be at least minimum 1 week. Earlier it was 15 days or 3 weeks, it is like that. Right
Okay.
now, at least it should be 1 week it is considered.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you very much.
At least 7 days or 6 days, at least 5 days. Week means 5 days. This is only my suggestion.
Oh, sure, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
போட்டு வச்சிட்டேன். அப்புறம் நான் உங்களுக்கு பர்சனல் நான் போட்டிருந்தேன் மேம். நீங்க வேணா அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் வெரிஃபை பண்ணுங்க. செஷன் ஃபுல்லா இருந்தா சர்டிஃபிகேட் நீங்க இது பண்ணி தரலாம் அப்படின்னு போட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் நான் ஃபீட்பேக் ஃபார்ம் மட்டும் ஃபில் பண்ணாம விட்டுட்டேன் அப்படின்னு போட்டதுக்கப்புறம் இப்போ திருப்பி ஃபீட்பேக் ஃபார்ம் ஓப்பன் பண்ணி விட்டாங்க. ஹைதராபாத்ல ஒரு செஷன் ஓப்பன்.
Actually, one of the question in the text was in slide master view. I think I saw it from the person. Can you unmute and ask? It's about some saving the option. Can you ask that up somewhere? I cannot locate it. Yes, Sureka. Yes, please. Hello.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You're audible.
I'm in slide master. You have given that whatever the formatting changes that we do to all the slides at a time. So we don't need to save the changes.
Sorry, ma'am. Your voice is not audible. It's having some disturbance.
Do we need to save that formatting changes what we do in slide master?
Slide master, after doing changes, a normal control S if you do, that's more than enough.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir. Sir, you have to unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Good morning, madam.
Good afternoon, sir.
It was a very excellent presentation, madam. And the way you presented, I hope I understood very well, and I learned a lot of things. And also, I hope all the participants also, they might have learned very well. So, as my co-participant said, so
thank you, sir.
Maybe
thanks
in the future also, maybe the program, the duration, if it is extended, and like you, maybe so we can learn from you, madam, many other new things also. And so it was very clearly, and it is aptly the topic which you have chosen, madam. It is current our needed, and it is very helpful our the profession also, madam. Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you, sir. And one participant had asked, that is, I use phone for PPT presentation. How I can learn details? I think one of the participants has unmuted. Mr. Hari. Yes. So if you use phone, a very good advice is better use Google Slides. In Google Slides also the same options you have like Slide Master and everything. You can do all these annotations in your mobile itself. In Google Slide, you will save your space also where you can have everything in cloud drive. So it will be very helpful for you if you do it in Google Slides.
Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Participants, is there any other questions, please? Fatima, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we conclude, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, sure.
Thank you, ma'am. You have clearly explained on how to work with the different types of tools for handling virtual classes, especially the usage of mind map and Mentimeter was excellent, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. And I would like to thank Caussanel College of Arts and Science, the organizing team. A special thanks to Professor Dr. Kalyan for giving me this wonderful opportunity to present my knowledge and teaching tools, a little knowledge which I have. And I also extend my thanks to Professor Anthony, the American College, for giving my reference to this session. So I also thank the audience to be a very wonderful audience.
Thank you, ma'am. The essence of all beautiful art is gratitude. I would like to call Mr. M. Kabilan, Assistant Professor, Department of BBA, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. First of all, my most sincere thanks to the Almighty God for making today's event a resounding success with His blessings and grace. My heartfelt thanks to our Secretary, Reverend Brother S. Maria Susai Adekalam for his guidance and words of encouragement. I might like to express our sincere thanks to our Principal, Dr. K. Hemalata, for her enormous support and commitment. I would like to express my gratitude to the Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Fathima Farzana, Assistant Professor, St. Joseph College, Bangalore. She spent their valuable time with us during her busy schedule. Ma'am, today we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts, and your presentation is being more useful and delightful. This will be encourage us to take online classes effectively by using such type of new and easy technology in future. I also want to extend my generous thanks to the convener, Mrs. T. Mahalakshmi, co-convener Mr. B.K. Mathan Nagan, coordinator Dr. R. Kalyan Kumar, and members of the IQAC for their untiring efforts. Finally, I'm very much thankful to the participants of our institution and other institutions. Once again, I thank you all.
Thank you all. We appreciate those of you who were able to make it today. Once again, thank you.